The success of others. Lamat is eager to attempt the next feat. We've now won keystones from both the Feat of Reeds and the Feat of Gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem, by continuing to retrace Gulul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. Then let's visit the giants next. Like Krile said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of the Yakui is in the upper reaches of Urkapacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around through Kazamauka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village. Yay, Moblins! I love goblins and Moblins. Which is another important location in the saga. Now notice, I love goblins and Moblins in 11 and 14. Not in, like, D&D, Baldur's Gate, whatever. Not those ones. Since we'll all need keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call in the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. Have they had a problem too? Oh right, because of the collapsed bridge. The flight of Wee Wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There's no way around it? There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination? Of course! Who do you take me for? Ah, then as your guide, I'll see to the arrangements. Questionable approach incoming? Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let's make the most of it. Tacos. I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bukul Jaja. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Ropli, did I? He's the man in charge of, oh god, Wachu Meki Meki, and a good person to know. Want to come along? No, yes. Let's go then. My, the third promise. How may I assist you this fine morning? Well met, Ropli. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my blade axe. Or axe blade. Why did I read that backwards? Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Tiral's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? Oh, just the Warrior of Light. Savior of all, everywhere, everything. This is Gaddis, the great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought him here to meet you, actually, though he might have reason to visit Wachu Meki Meki sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropli, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Gaddis. You there! Stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. Oh, it's that Elizan from the ship. Yeah, I've seen that man before. Yeah. Come on, don't think that hard. It's the only other Elizan we've seen so far. Come on. And he's got, like, green tips on his hair. A jewelry maker you met on the voyage over? Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Von John Tane? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... What? Come back! I mean, you know, the only other L isn't in town, so it'll be easy to track him down. And we're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if he could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find him first. Look, I am all about a quest for having another Ellison around. I am fully supporting that. You were conversing with Master Ropley, but wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship? What's your story, pal? You found him? Good, I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Ropley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? Oh, dramatic. I beg of you, don't ask me to explain. Do not! Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. He does look like he's about to cry. You're too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah, James Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking. Mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Oh, I see what's happening here. You're gonna find a kindred spirit in Lamat, because she definitely feels like she doesn't measure up to her brothers. This is a little obvious, but I'm fine with it. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet as you witnessed, I lacked the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel, then served us the full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then you have experience with my predicament? Of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers? Yeah. I guess he'd recognize us regardless, but you'd think he would also have an easier time recognizing the only other Ellison around. Yeah, he's me. This poor guy. Well, when you put it that way, mean big brother and her distanced, okay, younger brother? Not me, I'm Lamat, third promise of Tuliolal. Are you gonna deny it? Daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course, you're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? Not really. You can't measure your worth by the success of others. I wouldn't say on occasion. No, let's give him actual advice, right? Don't try to compare yourself to other people. Take it from the Warrior of Light.
You can't measure your worth by the success of others.
How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Because you wanted to? Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft as he did. Perhaps I'll give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what's truly important. I don't know if that got through to Lamat, but I hope you do better with your goldsmithing. I wish I could give him a hug. What's truly important? Oh, Cat is looking angry again. He's like, did you get it yet? Did you get what I was trying to say? Dot, dot, dot. Oh, sorry, Gaddis. Didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Earthenshire is giving himself another chance. Oh, for all Turali, Lamat wonders how Fontaine is getting on. It's only been like 2 minutes, though. Are we already checking in on this guy? I can't help but wonder if Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Rupley. I mean, we could have just followed him back to see, but okay. It was kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage. Oh. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fontaine, and I'm a goldsmith from Ul'Dan, a faraway Eorzea. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in Meki. If you'll have me, I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Meki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? He nailed that interview. Yes! Yes, of course! I must thank you both for your sage and timely advice. I don't know if I was that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much-needed self-reflection. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance to the High Tide Harbor. Well, we helped one person. All in a day's work. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Rupley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a Meki artisan. That artisanal flair. Oh ho, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Fontaine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'll be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head to the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. Yes, let's get to a new zone. Voice acting? God damn it. Enough of the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. Boats? What? Pushed along by, or pulled along by a whale? What is that? It's a Punuti. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. Like a beluga whale or something? Or no, like a manatee, I guess. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. Well, did you not see what just happened with Lamat and the fucking alpaca? First alpacas, now punities. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. Oh god, does Alpha know how to... Alphino never fully learned how to swim. I think he hopefully knows how to tread water at this point. Both he and Earthenshire never fucking confirmed whether they know how to swim yet. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then. But did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat? Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Ugh. Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kozumauka rowed these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Tural now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. So how do you get on one of these? You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water? Unless somebody has a similar idea. Kona! Lamat, traveling up the river, I presume? Oh, he has the same idea. Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I don't know if he's alone. Oh no, are we gonna see the traitors? Is he gonna look behind him and show the traitors Earthenshire and Thancred? I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. God damn it, I knew it. My friends, it's been, well, not that long. Thancred, Earthenshire, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, same as you. What the fuck happened to Thancred? Thancred's face is all smooth looking now. Actually, kind of so is Earthenshire's. I have not seen them since the graphic update. This is a little adjustment. He almost looks too soft. I had heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Scholarch, who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. Oh my gosh, he does look different. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. And thus Thancred and I received the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job? A few. The nation of Tuliolal spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Did he get younger? Like, okay, Earthenshire still looks a little weird, but he looks more or less the same. Barring the same Elysian problems I was talking about with my own character. But Thancred actually looks like somehow he looks more youthful in a weird way. I was kind of digging how he looked more like tired before. I don't know if I want him de-aging, but I guess this is his face now. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Earthenshire at times, but is surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Ah, these 2 married men. Wait, I have one question left before you leave. Kona and Lamat are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. Oh, so you want me to murder you, is that it? Are you really telling the Warrior of Light, hold nothing back? This god killer of a man? It's not a wise thing to do. And we won't disappoint you. I thought you were taking a boat. If even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. Wait, so how are you getting there then? What the fuck? Mountain climbing? It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Earthenshire has chosen for us. Oh. Leave the handling of the punity to me. The punity? You just can't call them manatees. The punity to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping under control. Do your best to draw them away as far from the front of the boat as possible. Is this going to be like an instance fight? Okay. Then we shall remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Earthenshire, just in case. I'd like to stay on deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. And I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. And Kral will stand on guard with Gaddis. How is this working? We're gonna fight on top of the boat? Are we swimming? I'll keep Earthenshire company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphino. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. And I shall endeavor to provide aid where it's needed. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Or is this a dungeon? Last time I did a dungeon on a boat was, what, Stormblood? It's laughing like a One Piece villain. Let the hunt begin. It is a dungeon. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe, can I do this as a fucking Pictomancer? Hold on. Am I the right level? I'm just barely the right level. Okay. That's actually a pretty fast-moving boat. The poor manatee. He's trying. He's doing his best. Alright, let's get all my paints set aside. Okay. There was a boat like ours up ahead. Could it be Zoral Jaja or gods? Is it Bakul Jaja? Pretty sure it's Bakul. Forget who else is in the river right now. We have company. Boink. Attack this other one? Oh no, Alizé's got that one covered. Ew. Oh, god damn it. They already aggroed, so I couldn't get my stuff ready. There we go. Oh, we're in for some rain, it seems. That is Bakul Jaja ahead of us. Get ready for anything. We gonna ram him? Okay. Yes, come closer. We have something for you. I'm gonna toss a bomb on us. Oh, what the hell? You little bastard. This is not going to plan. We must improvise. Improvise with what? Is he doing a limit break? Did you just attack our poor little manatee? You piece of shit. See you upriver if you make it that far. Crippling our boat was a cowardly move. Yeah, we're going in some other direction. Arenville, we're losing speed. The harness is broken. I'm sorry, we'll have to pull to the bank. Oh, over here, I guess. Everybody off. We won't be going anywhere so we can make repairs. See if there's a route overland. We'll try to catch up to you later. What the hell is... Do we have to fight a manatee? I don't want to fight a manatee. Oh. No. He's cute. I don't want to hurt him. Fuck. Well, god damn it. Manatee cruelty. You want to hold aggro there, fucking Lamat? Oh, Jesus. This music's intense. Kirby. Oh shit. Oh god. I guess Brian into that. No. Oh boy. Oh fuck. Oh no. God damn it! Don't draw it here! Oh, there he's dead. We killed multiple manatees. Murder is over for now. The environments look cool though. What is that? Is that like an anteater? Called a Widowmaker. It's like a killer anteater thing. Killing trees, as per usual. I mean, that's a more normal enemy. Smack. Bracelet of aiming. Ow. Why is it giving me scouting shit? Damn it. Up you go. Climb that ladder. What are we even traveling through? Wait, Earthenshire and Thancred. Hey, you piece of shit! Oh, you assholes! Fucking Thancred did it. Earthenshire was just standing and watching. Goddamn troll. What the fuck? Oh. What? They turn into like candies. Mimiclot? What is it? Are they supposed? Is that supposed to look like us? Sorry, I should be killing these things. Wait, one of them is me. The tall blue one. I think. It's kind of hard to tell because he keeps wobbling around like Jello. All right, that's that's kind of interesting. It's a new one. Huh. I still think we should get different sets of these abilities. Like, it's the same moves, but it's set to look like different styles of painting. Like, you get the emo, edgelord painting, you get the abstract painting, like the anime style one. That'd be cool. Alright, what is this guy gonna do to us?
Back off!
What? Just plant seeds? No, don't make them sprout, please. Oh, jeez. Oh. What? His dance invigorates the roots? What am I supposed to do about that? Oh shit, they're really big now. Spit ahead of you? Yeah, okay. Oh no, more twins or duplicates. Oh god, here we go. Creepy versions of myself. Wait, Alphina, why did you stand with me for that? Was he supposed to? Interesting. Smudge is an excellent dash. More aiming shit. Stop giving me aiming. How's it climbing? They sure wanted to make sure that the first dungeon in this expansion had a lot of locales that look very different. I do appreciate that. What are these things? Eggs? Very colorful. Like, even the trees here, all different fucking colors. Take advantage of that graphical update. Oh, these dinosaurs have been chewing on cats. All right. Oh. That looks like a final stage. Yeah. Okay. Ew. Having a nice little meal there. Apex Predator. Apollyon. Wait, Apollyon? That's definitely a... Apollyon is a name, I mean, I guess maybe it's from multiple things, but that was definitely a name in 11, I thought. Okay. How hard could a giant scyther be, hmm? Oh, wait, beasts are gonna come out to defend their territory? That reminds me of the Rathalos fight. Wait, are they actually fighting? Oh, shit. Oh, I just ate all of them. Ew! What is he? It's like secreting poison on them. Gross. Feeding on the beast has strengthened his wing beats. What the fuck? Whoa! Oh, shit. Oh, I'm fucked. Hey, Alphino, you wanna fucking heal me, pal? Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Sandworms? How many fucking different kinds of creatures are in this one island area? Wait, are they gonna create like a AoE? Oh, he's eating them. Then he's gonna eat me. Oh my god. Is there a way to stop him from eating? I guess not. This just narratively just eats for the next phase. What the hell? Tornado? Whoa! How do you know? I guess I just follow them. What the fuck? This is not good. I have no idea what the tornado's gonna do. Oh shit. Oh great, yeah, sure, just hit me, why not? Fucking thing. Uh-oh. Oh god. Whoa! Oh, I leveled up! Yay! Don't mess with a painter, boy. So goofy. A giant brush.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Nope. It's like Aaronville already fixed it. Yay!
Hey! Everyone all right?
I feel like they had the easier time compared to us. What a weird device. It looks like it's inside a Stargate or something. Oh, what? I was worried we might not catch up to you. Why is it suddenly not voiced? Those caverns you traverse were dug by the Hakyoi in their region of gold. The search for gold. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. While I appreciate the lesson, O wise guide, are we landing this boat anytime soon? She's gonna barf again. Our river journey's almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. Why isn't this voiced? Especially if you can't pause the text. That's cool looking. The falls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Now please let me off. No more boats. Are you? Oh, you're not all right. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There's a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Lamat? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. You just need to take some, like, Dramamine, or fantasy Dramamine. Whatever the fuck that is. I'm sure someone has a spell for it. Lamat. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well, but if I might say one thing... Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. Macrile, This is like the fourth time my characters look disapprovingly and stern. The dad face. It's like, come on. Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. I think this one's accurate. Can't do it alone.
Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require.
You as well, Gaddis? I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. I saw a head nod. Till our heads fall off for our necks. I feel like a bobblehead sometimes. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting, that admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Alright. Come on, let's catch up with the others. You should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Let's settle in. We need a cook fire, and there's a meal preparation to be done. Ooh, what kind of dinner are we getting? Still haven't had tacos, goddammit.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulujaja is my only parent.
Oh, are we going to get a quest to see her actual parents?
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either.
Oh, right. She's only ever mentioned her grandfather.
For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love.
He seems like a good guy.
One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise.
Yeah, you can't be too soft on somebody if they want to do that.
For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything.
Well, how old is she, though? I mean, if she's pretty young, that's kind of understandable. Otherwise, she should have known at least a little bit more about some of that. But I mean, hey, it's never too late to learn. She's learning now.
I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
You can't measure your worth by the success of others. Why do you want the throne? Is it just something she's convinced herself she wants? I'm still trying to look for that fire. Aside from the, I want peace everywhere. I want to know, a real drive in there to push her to do that.
Why do you want the throne?
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace, and I want to keep it that way.
But what is Kona doing that's not different than that?
I think I see what you're saying.
He wants peace too, technically, right? He just wants everyone to have more innovation in their life. I mean, Zoralja obviously is not the peace guy, but Kona seemed like he was kind of into peace too. Especially if he wants people to learn more technologies and work together.
My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
Okay, sure. I mean, it is called a Dawn servant.
How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses.
The other side of the coin. I'm just going to be weak all over the place. Hopefully not that.
Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali.
Oh, she does say it differently. And somebody was saying that she says Tuli Hyolol, but I think everyone else just says Tuli Yolol.
It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Book Lamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
That's a good view, good outlook.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Although Aaronville looks like he's got some things he's thinking about. Oh, okay. A smile. A smile better suits a bunny or whatever.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Wait.
I am proud to call you my friends.
They just hear it from over there? Those little assholes.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Lamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
I do want to hear their take on this.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
What? Interesting phrasing.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Okay. This is very, based on personal taste, but I do feel like a lot of maybe Ariane's previous softness in his face looks like it's not the same. He has very distinct eyebrows now, and I don't know. It feels like somebody took a fine point pen and kind of made lines about him more distinct. Whereas before, when he would do a smile or his kind of softness where his cheeks were raised, he had a more, I don't want to say soft, but when I'm thinking in my mind's eye what I remember him looking like, it felt like a softer look to him. Now he's got a bit more starker quality to his face. It's not like he looks bad, but it definitely is like a slight style change to me that my eye just kind of notices. Similar to how Thancred looks super young now. It's like they're different for completely different reasons now. It's just going to be a bit of an adjustment.
Lamat has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates. The head of the students of Baldessian.
What? You're not going to talk about the fucking Warrior of Light here? Mm?
And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion.
Okay.
If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I have any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray.
So he cares. It's just he also sounds, conflicted.
Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity.
See, that should make sense. If you make hardier foundations that are based off better techniques and innovation, then it just makes people safer and happier overall. Now, it doesn't have to remove any of those cultural traditions that people love so well. But, you know, for example, bridges or structures or whatever. Certainly they could use an upgrade if he knows like what makes them safer or more reliable.
Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach.
All right, Thancred. I get it.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
Oh. Oh, he thinks, yeah, that the big guy, Bakul Jaja, he could just wait until the person's about ready to break the seal and just murder them or something, and then he gets to break the seal instead. There's a lot of underhanded ways that somebody could eke out a win.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Oh, meanwhile, with the first promise, Zoralja. We haven't really seen things from his point of view yet.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you.
His ass.
How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn's servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history.
It does make me wonder what the hell is in the city. Because Gulul Jaja specifically shut it off. Didn't seem like he drew anything from it. I wonder if, like, the city itself is like a big trap. Like, it's one of those hoaxes where it's like, it has a cool front area and everybody gets all excited, then you go inside and there's nothing. What's the, God, there was a short animation I saw a while back where there was a treasure that they had this map for. Maybe it was like a French animated short or something. And they go all the way to the end, and they open up this treasure vault, and there's just a mirror. And then they get mad initially, but then they look at the mirror, and the mirror reflects to them, basically, how they grew and changed through the entire passage of that trip that they took from the very beginning to that end. Like, where they grew stronger, they changed, they evolved. And when they saw themselves in that reflection, they were like, oh shit, we really achieved what we wanted to do. We got more powerful. We were probably more wealthy along the way. And then they left actually kind of pleased instead of being pissed. Because, you know, it's the thematic element of, like, the journey and the growth from that journey is almost more valuable than the prize at the end of it. or that is the prize at the end of it. But I don't know if it's going to be that literal with the City of Gold.
If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Oh, maybe this dude is like the Iago to the Jafar. Like he's whispering in this dude's ear, thinking he can eke out his own little angle. Or he's negatively influencing this guy, where maybe he wouldn't normally be so aggressive if it wasn't for Surreal Jaw.
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Oh. I think I'd do an FOV pull at the end of that, just to make him look even more disgusting. Oh, earlier. Oh, now we get to see Bakul Jaja. We just see everybody now. Maybe he's mad that we were able to defeat all this shit.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Wait, see? He says Tuliolal. He doesn't say Tuliolal. So there is a difference somewhere. I don't know why.
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority.
Wait, what? So they didn't even think about what they do once they win?
That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our king to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. But do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
Oh no, is he gonna kill this guy because he's too weak?
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it.
This little scrawny dude.
Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings.
Well, now you know better.
Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better. We'll be better. For myself and for my people. Oh, okay. Trust. Alright. A leaking work pot. Aaronville is concerned about dangers on the road. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we're taking is a favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travelers, meaning brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although considering peasant company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zeraljaw and the Landsguard been doing? Seems like it's up to me to restore order to the area. Yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair, maybe it's not such a cut and dry situation. They might be, like, only doing their shit when they know the Landsguard's not around, or, you know, there could be a lot of reasons. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Well, where are the bandits? I just yell, "Hey bandits! Where are you guys? Are you come and hang out?" Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther ahead on the opposite bank of... my brain almost thought it said Miyazaki Zoma. Miyakabik Zoma. But let's remain vigilant all the same. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, so the Miyazaki is fresh in my head. This is it, the village where Lay of Pots from the Tuliyola saga took place. Earthenshire, Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? Somebody, when I was playing, maybe it was around Heavensward or like even Stormblood, I swear I knew a couple people that called it Italyshire. And it kind of stuck in my head for a little while. So, like, I could still kind of hear that in the background. Like, whenever I'm about to say Idleshire, I almost say Italyshire. It doesn't make any sense, obviously, because it doesn't look anything like Italy. But I still think it's kind of funny. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble Pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Oh, okay, Gaddis looked really cute there. He seems so happy to see goblins, which I am too.
Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the Third Promise and her retinue?
That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. What was that? It made like a tiny sound. I thought it was going to be voice acted because he made a little...
You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Redarok is the Elector you seek.
Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat.
As much as Redarok would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks onto our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or metal tests.
I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd be caught up in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tural. Oh, who is this? This is not a goblin. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. This is the best they can offer. I should never have left Wachumeki Meki. She has a little uptight expression on her face. You're staring me down? Excuse you, ma'am.
You see? The Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon.
Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Okay. I know I'm gonna be anyway, but okay. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. I could use a nap. I do love sleeping.
I could use a nap.
I could go paint. What Gaddis means to say is we'll all help. God damn it, Aaronville. Damn it. Why don't you go help? You know, since you guys are so good of friends. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. I can. I was hoping you'd feel that way. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own.
We'll take every help hand we can get. Red Rock truth swears that once the Potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rock-a-Rock.
God, how are we supposed to be helping these little guys?
You other four, follow Red Rock. There are other help hands in need of hand lending.
They're cute, though. Okay, I don't mind helping Moblins. That's fine. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength. No more playing at being an invincible promise. Good. You shouldn't be, like, putting up fronts. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Oh, I'm a mentor now, officially. Now, the question is, will I actually be a legit mentor, or am I just tagging along, nodding my head? Somehow I feel like it's going to be the latter, but it'd be nice if it was the former. Don't nod your head. Don't do it. Okay. Now, let's find this Rock fellow and see what we can do for him.
Rock can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying. You've come to aid Rock-a-Rock? Rock-a-Rock accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smiles. If we can offer the Potsworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet.
Whatever you need. Lending a help hand. Rock-a-Rock needs help learning about the Potsworn Kahe.
What Rock-a-Rock needs is for new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kahe. The help hand assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rock-a-Rock took over, but he knows nothing of Kahe. What does Kahe want? What does Kahe need? Help hands do not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guess think. Please, guess think with Rock-a-Rock. Find out what Kahe is lacking so we can provide it.
My brain always gets slightly twisted around when listening to goblins and moblins talk, because they have a very unique way of structuring their words. Like, it makes sense, but it takes me like a second to parse it. You can count on us. This is where Kahe works, is it? Mm-hmm. Let's take a peek inside, then. Oh, it's a cat. I thought it was another goblin. It's like, woohoo, it's hot in here. I mean, you're right next to a fire, so... That must be Kahe. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guess think. Oh, okay. Oh, this is like a camera minigame with this? Let's zoom in on this Makote. See what we could see. Alright. Obviously we can look at Kahe. He's just constantly hot. He must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Yes, strip the cat boy. Look at the heat, maybe? No, apparently not. Crafting materials. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. What's that? Untouched meal. Maybe he's not hungry. Oh, is that a fucking shakshuka? Have you guys had shakshuka? It's very good. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. What else? I wonder if a lot of people have... Now that I think I'm saying the term shakshuka out loud, maybe not a lot of people have had it. Wait, what was that? Did I just see something? Oh, goldsmithing tools. Oh, he needs like a better grinder or whatever. Those tools are pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones? I could make some. I guess they don't take your crafting job into account, which is a shame, but you know what? No, you know what? I changed my mind. It's good that they don't, because otherwise then it would force people that don't normally craft to have to level a crafting job, and I could see how that would be annoying. So never mind. Alright. After taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kahe might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarok.
Oh, you made your observations? What did you guess think?
First off, I noticed Kahe hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking.
But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? Ah, but Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahe's tastes.
I can help you with that. My brother Konas also has sorrow, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahe probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. If he's anything like Graha, just give him a nice big burger. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature.
Rakarok would never have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook?
Not at all. But I don't think that was the only reason Kahe couldn't concentrate. Het Sorrow homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahe seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop?
Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze.
Do you know where we can find one of those?
You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up the search of the Golden City.
Drafty shards? So we salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Gaddis? Like crystal shards that function as like magical AC? That's very convenient. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kahe's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order?
Ah, Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is Help Hand's responsibility.
And we have all the work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done.
The Shoals of No Return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village.
You got it. Oh, look who it is. You're Gaddis, aren't you? What brings you out here? Wait, don't just tell them. They're the enemy. They're the competition. Ah, the issue with the caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with that same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins didn't care for the idea. Yeah, that's kind of a little too long distance for them, I think. Surely it'd be more effective to engage in a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Okay, I'm starting to see the wrinkle with Kona. It's not a big wrinkle, but I can see narratively this is how they're setting him apart from Lamat. He's very sensible, but it's all fucking, as Moblins would say, it's all brain think. He's not doing enough of the people interaction, you know? He has smart ideas, but he's not folding them into how to stay compatible with the cultural element, right? Because you can't just expect everybody to shift, you know, on a dime to a totally different strategy out of nowhere, even if it makes sense. Because people are just slow to change, and that's how they are. Like, you got to make it still amenable to how the locals function. So he probably could use a little education with that. But he's not like wrong. I just feel like he jumps to that conclusion too fast and doesn't see that it needs a little workshopping, you know. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matters of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending to the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Earthenshire, in fact. Settlements in Kozumauka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have come of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Sharlayan technology. Oh, he's frowning about that. I feel like Thancred has opinions. TM, but he's like not saying it for whatever reason. It's almost like he's like, I'm not going to help you. I'm helping you, but I'm not going to help you that much because I probably already have a solution to the problem you're thinking about, Mr. Green Cat. My apologies. I have much to consider. If you'll excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Gaddis. Don't people have advisors? I mean, it's not like you rule by yourself. Nope. Immediately look around. Oh, you spot the tunnel opening. Head through the passage to the shoals of no return and recover the drafty shard. The crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. It does not appear to be the wind crystal you seek. Okay, well, of course we'll need to find a green one then. Let's be smart. There's a bright green one, a pale blue one. Wait, wind? Wind might actually be... No. Blue is probably water. Let's see, this one? That's kind of hidden. This crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. It seems you found the crystal Rock sent you to salvage. Sweet.
Is that a cold breeze Rock feels?
Why, yes. It's coming from this drafty shard.
Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rock will add it to the new set of tools he brought.
And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsaro, and it's on its way even as we speak. I wonder what the food's gonna be. What if it's a bunch of pasta? You could eat pasta hot or cold, right? Although, like, a cold lasagna may or may not be good depending on who's eating it. Some people like that stuff, like a cold pizza. Let's go in and see what Kahe thinks of our efforts. I remember somebody thought I was a weirdo one time for saying that I like to have a glass of milk with pizza. That's not weird, right? Is it just too much milk? I don't know. Oh, he's not hot anymore. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. Why didn't he say anything? He's just like suffering in silence. I am grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two and I'll reciprocate with a nice worthy piece of potsworn. Oh, it is like a... It's not really a pot. Bowl? With a strip of rope? Oh, it's an oil lamp. I mean, is that... couldn't a lot of things be an oil lamp then, technically, if you just need the wick and then, like, a container? An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Valak Shunsa. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust?
Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant.
I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill, after all. Happy dance. Forgive my interruption. Lamat, I am told the director has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with the feat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. I mean, also, I've seen a lot of different, like that's an awfully wide bowl too for that sort of thing, right? Usually don't they kind of taper off a little bit so that you're not potentially getting some sloshing of oil or whatever like out of the device? I mean, I guess it varies. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kozumauka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlene goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliolal, fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. That's good for that goldsmithing Ellison we bumped into then. Maybe he'll get better. I was raised among Hetsaro more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tiral's various peoples were eye-opening. Oh. You lived as a traditional Hetsaro? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. So he didn't like a traditional upbringing then. That would also explain why he's so into innovation and, you know, going the complete opposite direction if he's got kind of like bad vibes or bad memories. Got secret kitty angst.
Rock is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guest think. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important.
Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey.